Now, as we've got Lisa in tonight, I know she is involved with this, a relatively new project in Stafford called House of Bread. So, Lisa, tell us a bit about it, and how did it all start, and who is the brainchild behind it?
The brainchild behind it is a wonderful guy called Matt Turner, who came to Stafford about 3.5 years ago to do his ministry training, because he's training to be a Baptist minister up at the Beacon International Centre on Beaconside. And he was wandering the streets late one night, trying to think of inspiration for his sermon, and he bumped into people who were alcoholics, who were drug users, who basically slept on the streets of Stafford. And he decided that he was going to be the person to do something about it.
Because you don't sort of think of Stafford having that sort of problem. You think of it as sort of inner city problem, don't you? But evidently, it is. It is.
Yeah, I know of at least 8 people who are sleeping homeless tonight on the streets of Stafford.
Right. So what did he do then to start it all off?
What he did was he then went and talked to some of his mates who were ministers of other churches and said, "Look, I really want to do something about this." And St Mary's very kindly gave him the use of a room on St Mary's Mews one night a week, and he decided that he would like to cook for these people and provide them with a home cooked meal, and that's what he did. The first meal was served on the 13th of October 2010, and there were, I think, 6 or 8 people who came to that first meal, and it's basically just exploded from there.
I didn't realise it had been going on for quite so long, so you're talking of 2.5 years then?
Yeah, it'd be 3 years. 3 years this October. We've got our 3rd anniversary service in St Mary's in October.
So what numbers are you, sort of on a weekly basis now? What are we talking about?
When I joined House of Bread as a volunteer last November, we were serving about 35 people on the Wednesday night from Trinity Church. Last night we served 87 meals to socially isolated, to vulnerable, homeless people. People in need, families in need. We give out about 20 takeaways, so that... Who was that? So that was Tony. So that, if people don't want to eat there and then, or if we have food left over after we've served everybody, then they can have a hot takeaway meal for either later on that night or to put in the microwave.
So it isn't just sort of lone men, for want of a better. It is families.
It's families. It's young
girls.
People. Yeah.
Yes.
I think the youngest we get are 16. The oldest people we get are in their 70s. There's families with young children. But as House of Bread has grown, we also provide a food bank 7 days a week, where if people are in need for food or advice, we've got a phone number that they can ring, and we can make sure that we can get some food out to them.
And as well as food, are they coming in for advice?
Yeah, we're very fortunate that everybody in Stafford has really got on board with the House of Bread project. It's amazing to see, and the whole organisation is run by volunteers, apart from one guy who's paid for a few hours a week but does 10 times more than that. We now have a clothes bank for male and female. We've been gifted toiletries, so we can give people toothpaste and toothbrushes and flannels and soap and that sort of thing. We have a hairdresser who comes. My new haircut is courtesy of Kirsty.
Looking very good, listeners.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, you can still come and get a home-cooked meal, 2 courses, as much tea and coffee as you want. We have a jobs club. There's a lady who comes down every week, gives her time, helps people prepare their CVs. We've got links with benefits service. They can come down and advise people about benefits. We can do budgeting with them. We've got ADSIS and ADS. ADSIS is the alcohol misuse service. ADS is the drug misuse service. We've got links with mental health services, with Stafford and Rural Homes, with Midland Heart, with Fresh Foundations. We don't want to just say here's a meal, bye bye. If people want that, then that's fine. They can come in anytime they want. They can have a meal, and then just wander off. But if they've got problems and they trust us, we build up that relationship and they trust us to help them solve them, then if we don't know somebody who can help them, we can find somebody who knows.
That sounds a wonderful project, and I know that you're wanting to expand and getting premises.
We'd love to. I mean, at the moment, we are very fortunate and very grateful to Trinity Church that we can use their building on a Wednesday night from 6 p.m. till 10. But obviously, there are other groups that use the church, and they just haven't got the space for us. So we would really, really love a building where we could do this as many nights of the week as we can get people to staff it.
I think that's fantastic. I mean, it's sad that we have to go down this road, but the demand is there, isn't it? It
is sad. But I'd rather be part of the solution than worry about, the problem. If people want to come to us and we can help them, then we'll keep on doing it for as long as they come.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much, Lisa, for telling us about that. And
thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, no problem at all. And over to you for the next part.
Well, the last bit of House of Bread is that we do have visually impaired people who come and access our service.
Really?
We have a lovely couple. I'm probably going to get it wrong, but they come from Wolverhampton or somewhere quite away from Stafford. They come on the bus, and we have a dedicated volunteer called Derek, who's a lovely guy. He's got to know them over the last few weeks, and he sits with them all evening, makes sure that they get what they want and they've got their food and they get back on the right bus.
If people come from out of out or within Stafford, could you give us a phone number?
I can give you.
I've just put Lisa on the spot here. So she's just sort of having a look to see.
Yeah, I will give you Will's mobile number. Will Morris is our coordinating manager. I handle all the admin, but Will can be reached on 07720 850 720. That's 07720 850 720. And whatever your need, if we can help you, then we'll do our best.
Well, thank you very much, Lisa.
Thank you, and thank you for the opportunity.
No problem at all.
Spreading the word. Right, we're now going to go to News 6.